Calling you a radical, this is an important video because this is the Weber State Union racist Jew. Now, this room right here was what these young women fought for when they did the sit-in here, and it was the diversity center, and they got it. So what happened, I helped coach them. These young women did a sit-in right here, protesting racism at Weber State University a few years ago. I coached them, I helped them on, and this is also important, the Million Mass March was invented on this campus. But you're looking at him. Born and raised in Ogden, Utah. But they hate us, locals. Ask Fawn Brody, ask Masaka. So they did a sit-in 24/7 here. And the cops are pretty good here. Cops were very cordial with them, but they wanted them arrested, the Brad Mortensen and crew. They were going to arrest them. And they got a lot of media coverage or whatever. And they stood down. What they wanted a diversity center. They wanted to get rid of racism. It worked. So, incredible young one. One of them's in Florida right now, getting ready for her bar exams to be a lawyer. She's going to be a great one, by the way. So, and I'm friends with them all. They've all had to scatter because of what's happened here. So, the diversity center was right there. Right here. They got it. And so they countered. Brad Mortensen and he countered and got really extremely radical to the lecture set. And as you know, you've seen this, the 7 words you can't say at Weber State University, the home of Fawn McKay Brody, the home of Watt Masaka, home of Trevon Smith, home of Kevin Blanche. Who are those? You don't think they're discriminating against women? You don't know nothing about Fawn Brody. You don't think they're discriminating against people of color? You know nothing about Watt Masaka, first player of color in history. Yeah, Weber State, born and raised out of Kevin Blanche. So right here they set in. So they countered. They countered. They got real radical and aggressive. I mean, they run all those young women out of here. And so I want you to think about this. So they have a group of words, and thank you to the indigenous women. So let's go back over here because I was helping run the radio show then. Because I was asked to. I'm full of leukemia, I'm dying. I've got cancer, so I'm stuck. Born and raised here. So the radio station right there, KWCR, they sold off our radio signal. Well, Manny Gonzalez and we took it digital. We had indigenous voices in there. We had the poster, giant viewership. So the protesters here were Native American, African American, Hispanic, white, Asian, and they set in. It wasn't all women too. Men participated too. I remember I took my shirt because I have a 1970s NAACP Weber State College shirt, and I says I want to put it on the wall in there. And this woman who was here wouldn't let me. I want to donate it. I'm glad I didn't. They would have burned it. So they come in. Now I want you to think about one of the words they banned was anti-racist. What does that imply? They're racist. Well, one bias. They banned the word. So I'll post them. Now remember, this is the School Business Center investigation. What they did to me. I'm gonna see the fuck. So anyway, I wanted to get this. That was the diversity. Brad Bootlicker Mortensen, who's out of here now. Worst president in history. Yeah, he passed Ann Milner, who sold our school business to Warren Buffett. It's disgusting what they've done to this university. Well, it's illegal. It's criminal. You banning a word on a state-funded university. You know, I taught here. I was the student professor of the #1 school business here. I taught here. And we used to have academic freedom. Remember that? I used to write fuck on my board in there. You know, in chalk when I was a student. Well, they blackballed me. You know, back when we were the #1 when we were diverse. We were anti-racist. We had no bias. We had equity. We had inclusion. We had diversity. Come arrest me. Can't say equity, diversity, are you kidding me? This beautiful, incredible university. Bootlicker Brad Mortensen did this, and his Utah State legislative cronies. Ann Miller going to make it the Nectar hub. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's criminal. It's against the law. It's illegal what they've done. Thank you to this young woman who stood up. You know, I've been screaming about this for a long time, as you know. Weber hate, what they did to me. Go ask Fawn McKay Brody. Yeah, she's here. Probably the greatest historian in American history. Weber State, won't mention her name, they discriminated against her. How about Wat Masaka, first player of color in the history of the NBA? Huh. Won't mention. How about Trevon Smith? All of us locals. You know, having Trevon Smith, probably the greatest football player in the history of this school. Remember, go ask Trevon Smith. Beat to death in a jail cell. What did the school do for him? Got him addicted to drugs and beat his brains in. Not the cops. By the way, the police force here is excellent. They're they're probably the best in the country. It isn't them. It's not them. The police force here is excellent. They're the best. Anybody who's got a broad, open mind, they run us off. I mean, they screwed me out of millions of dollars, wouldn't pay for my leukemia after they made promise. But anyway, that's another story. So, I wanted to get the 7 words you can't say at Weber State. I just said them. Bias. Now think about this. Anti-discrimination is against the rules here. The state, no, that's illegal. So what does that imply? They're racist.
Excuse me. Do you know where the bookstore is?
Yeah. Right inside the Union, take a left.
Okay, thank you.
So, this incredible state university. State fundus. The 7 words you can't say at Weber State, which I changed the name of this university several years ago to Weber Hate. #1 school business, gone under investigation for selling state secrets to China. Think about that. The #1 engineering department. I was in the legislature with the guy who was the dean of the engineering. He and I were together, floating the nuclear. He's a gem, man. Ripped to shreds. Now, they still have the great nursing school, but hats off to those young women. Lissa and all of them. Amazing women. I'm friends with them all. I coached them. By the way, the Million Mass March, which was anti-discrimination, started on the death of Danielle Willard and Aaron Swartz and the Fukushima, was started on this campus. 2011 by Kevin Blanche. Born and raised here. What they did to me, but it's what they do. Ask Fawn Brody, ask Wat Masaka, ask Trevon Smith, ask Kevin Blanche. 7 words you can't say at Weber State. I just fucking said them. Bias, anti-discrimination. Are you fucking kidding? Diversity, 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 equity. I think I'm going to stand here the next few days when school gets back in with a big sign that has the 7 words. I'm going to just stand there in the circle with it. Fucking. It's disgusting. It's illegal. It's criminal as fuck. Thank you, Brad Bootlicker Mortensen. Oh, he stabbed me in the back. For whom the bell tolls. I'll record you in history. The 7 words you can't say at Weber State. State. I mean hate. You can't say anti-racism? Are you fucking kidding me? Stay tuned.